Hi, this is What's in Madrid here. So I'm doing astrology reading for mawabuczek. Don't know how to pronounce your name, so I'll just call you Marwa. Alright, so first thing I'm going to talk about is your natal chart. So your ascendant is in Capricorn. Capricorn is a strategic sign. It's slow paced. It does things very thoroughly, and it's very career driven. It's ambitious. You also have your Jupiter near your ascendant, and that will make you career oriented. You'll find that you want to expand yourself in life, you want to develop your life through your career or your mind, maybe. So your sun sign and your Mercury sign are both in Gemini. Now, Gemini is a very quick-minded sign. It alternates between maybe very studious, very hardworking, but it can also be very flimsy. Like, it's easy to change the mind of someone who's Gemini. Now, let's talk a little bit about your Venus. Your Venus is in Cancer, along with your Mars. Having Venus in Cancer makes you quite emotional in relationships, so you will care a lot about the other person. You might become overbearing. Maybe you will talk to them a lot every day. You'll be very supportive, but sometimes people need their space. Now, your Mars is in Cancer as well. So, Mars in Cancer leads you to, you might be prone to emotional outbursts. You might get really emotional for no real reason. And overall, though, it's not too bad because it helps balance out your very mind and work oriented personality. So, the next thing I want to talk about is your moon. Your moon is in Aries. Now, this is a very rushed place for your moon to be in. So you might feel like very impatient. You have a strong drive to do things, but you will get frustrated at other people very easily. Maybe in work, you'll find that the people you work with are very slow, or you'll find that when you speak to someone, you speak very fast and they might not understand that, and it can cause you to get frustrated with them. Alright, so let's talk a little bit about the houses. Your sun is in the fifth house. Now, fifth house is generally a creative place for your sun to be in, so you might be interested in making films or doing art, things like that, or maybe you might want to use your brain in creative ways. And if you go work, I think you might work in something like communications or media, or yeah, something that you have to use your brain a lot, that you have to think about a lot. Now, you asked for the next 2 years of your life. So I had a look at your progressed chart to see how your life will be when you're around 40 years old. Yeah? Now, your how this works is I look at what you were born with, and then I look at when you're 40 years old, how the planets have turned and what aspects have formed. So overall, your progressed chart looks pretty good. You have good things coming up in your career, and your relationship wise, maybe not so good. So I'll get more into detail. Now, your sun has become conjunct with your Saturn, which means they're together. Now, this is good, especially with regards to work. You might find yourself being more patient with things. You might find yourself thinking things through more. You might find yourself being more thorough in your research. So this is a good time to make investments, to build things, to buy things, and think about what you want in the long term. Some other things that have happened is your sun is sextile your Mars. So that's a good angle for your sun and Mars to be in. You might find yourself being more interested in doing physical activities rather than just mental activities, and you'll find business activity and responsibilities increase. So your work might become more busier. If you run your own business, you might find yourself entering more contracts. You might also enter into more relationships, whether it's love or friends, but they might be rushed. Alright, next thing, Sun trines Uranus. So this is a good time to be creative. If you want to invent new products, new communication methods, new things, new business ideas, or new interests, do them. They will bring you benefit. Being creative is a good thing right now, and you might find yourself having new friends or new interests, new hobbies, and yeah, new business ideas. The last thing is your sun has trine your Neptune, so you might become interested in things like astrology, religion. You might benefit from arts, traveling, and learning about things which are hidden or secret. Like maybe you want to explore your family tree, maybe find out why you have turned into the person you are right now. Do it, discover who you are. It's good. And yeah, that's about it. So overall, the next 2 years of your life should be pretty good from a business perspective. And yeah, you might find yourself in new relationships, which might not always be so good. But as far as work related things go, things are looking good. And yeah, that's your sign.